Finally, fire. Man, I had such a hard time getting this fire going. I can't believe it. I don't know if it's because it's so humid and it's been raining a lot or what, but a lot of the wood felt damp, but not that damp. I had the fat wood, I had the birch bark, I had some wasp nests for tinder and some char cloth. My char cloth wasn't even burning. It's been stored inside this little plastic container inside an Altoid skin. So, I don't know, man. I resorted to the lighter, and I actually ended up burning one of these blue rags to have something to start this fire with. Man, it's ridiculous. I've never had such a hard time. But it's hot. It's like 80, 90 degrees and humidity is up. Got my camo shirt and my little bug net over there drying out because it's just drenched with sweat. A liter of water and a liter of sumac tea. Both of those are about gone. Fixing me a can of soup. There's the can of soup. And there it is sitting on the fire. I like that little stainless cup. I can drink right out of it. It's good for soup and stuff. And it cleans up pretty easy too. Holds quite a bit. But it tips over easy. I had it set up for this little billy can or hobo stove or whatever you call it, but I couldn't get a fire going in here. This is where I used up all my tinder trying to get the fire going in this thing. It worked good this spring. I even poked some more holes in it, but I think it needs more holes, and really if I got to put more holes than that in it, it's almost going to be useless. But I had these wires rigged up so my cup would fit right down in there, and it would boil water. I could fill that cup up all the way and it would boil water in like 3 minutes. And this was actually real nice because I could have heat with this for hours with just a tiny little bit of wood. But I think I'm gonna retire that. Maybe not. Maybe it's a good spring and fall thing, but it sure don't work when it's humid. It just couldn't get no air. I found a lot of edibles on the way out here though. These aren't ripe, but these are hazelnuts. Looks like a bug might have got in a couple of these ones. But I found out, man, these things grow everywhere around here. And up until last year or so, I didn't even notice them. Small little trees, you know. Some of the trees are only 5 feet, maybe 20 feet at the very most. Pretty much just little saplings, little understory trees, but man, these are good nuts once they get ripe. I'm gonna hopefully get some before the squirrels gobble them all up. I noticed the woods that have these have lots of squirrels. These are chestnut boletes. This is one of my favorite edible boletes. Usually get them in the summer. But because it's summer, they tend to get a lot of worms in them. I picked these ones. I'm going to spread them around. I find them growing all over, but I think they tend to live off of oaks. Really good bolete though. Probably about just as tasty as the king bolete. Not quite as firm though. My little camp shovel. A garden trowel. GPS, which I rarely use. It's pretty much a dead weight. Little Swiss Army knife. That's the fireman model. It's pretty nice. Sharpens up easy too. I was surprised. Usually stainless is a little harder to sharpen than regular high carbon or whatever. But I sharpened this one up in about 2 minutes before I came out, and I can pretty much shave with it. This is my little camp spoon. It's an old Boy Scout of America spoon. Found it laying in the woods. Who knows how long it's been out here. Took it home, washed it up, good as new. But it works good. It's real heavy duty. A lot of times I just use it for digging up mushrooms and roots and stuff. That's about it, man. I'm gonna eat this soup and head on home.